Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today I decided to have a play with the Beauty of Friendship stamp set, and I paired it with the greetings from Go To Greetings. I love this set, so I thought I'd get it out and give it a whirl. I cut the greeting out using one of the stitched rectangle dies. I'll just put that off to the side. This is a side opening landscape card. So what you do to do that is you take your 8.5 by 11 sheet and you cut it at 4 1/4. So you're 4 1/4 across here, and then you score it at 5 1/2 so that you can just fold it over and line it up and wrap your bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, you can use the side of one of your acrylic blocks just to give you a nice crisp edge there. So then I've got a 5 1/4 piece of basic white, and then I used a scrap of basic white to stamp the Thinking of You with Blushing Bride, and the other color I used is Pear Pizzazz. So with this card, I used one of the tree stamps to do the Pear Pizzazz, and then I used the kind of highlight stamp in the Blushing Bride to make the background. When I do this one, I'm going to actually put the Pear Pizzazz tree just a little bit further up. But what I liked about this background is you can't really see that it's a tree because it's all over the background. And I really like how it just highlights that one tree in the middle. So why don't we get started? I'll just put that off to the side. So the first thing I did is I put my Pear Pizzazz tree down. And this is all first value. You can do second value of the background if you like. And like I say, I'm just going to place this just a little bit higher up and further over. There we go. So there is our Pear Pizzazz tree. It doesn't have the detail on it, but that's okay. So I'm going to take my Blushing Bride and I am just going to go all over the rest of the card with the Blushing Bride. I'm going to make sure that I am filling in spaces around the tree. I don't want to have lots of open area. So you can turn the stamp around however you need to turn it to fill in those spaces, and it's okay if you overlap. I'm just going to come in here and start building this side, and then I can come in like this. And then I can come in like this here, and now that leaves me a gap at the top, which I can come in and fill like that. As I say, it doesn't matter if you overlap or not. So I'm just going to see how I can best fill that little space in there. And then I've got a bit of a space here and on the edge that I'm going to just tap in like that. So what we've done is we've created an all over background, almost like designer series paper, but we've custom built it. And if you wanted to have this pop, you could do a second tree and then just fussy cut it out and then place it down over top. But I really wanted the focus of this card to be the Thinking of You. So we're going to pop that out with some dimensionals. And as you can see, I was doing something else that didn't work for me on the other side of the paper, but paper has two sides. So we're just going to place this down, and that gives me just a little bit more breathing room around the edge and doesn't cover up quite so much of the tree. As you can see much more of the tree. So let's put some adhesive on the back of this. And you can put the adhesive on before you add the dimensionalized piece on the front, or you can do it after. So this again, side opening card, but the same holds true. To line it up, you just make sure you're equidistant on the edge and then drop it down. So we have our card, and I used some of the fine sparkle adhesive backed gems just to pop out some of the spaces. Here, wherever you've got a space where you think you'd like a dot, you just go ahead and add a dot. So there we go. I'm okay with that. And there we have a nice Thinking of You card using the Beauty of Friendship stamp set with one of the go-to greetings. So thank you so much for watching, and we will create together again soon.